And here we are, day number 14, heavy upper body day, and I am 41 days out as I make this recording from my second powerlifting meet, and I'm trying to get my bench back up to where it was. And during this workout, I believe it was about Tuesday, I was able to finally get myself up to where I was before my powerlifting meet, or about powerlifting meet strength where I was last time before my AC injury, my AC joint problem. So here you can see me with a nice pause bench at 265, and I do it for a double. One pause bench and then one touch and go. And then I'm able to do 275 here. Feeling pretty strong. I got it on my chest. I let it sit there and I freaking launched it off my chest, which means that I got a little bit more in me. And I still haven't decided on my foot position. Here's a failure right there. Death. If you know that sound, that's Mega Man dying. And then trying to continue. So here it is, my 3 sets of 6 on the Candito training program. I had to go work myself up to a heavy double or single because I just need to make sure that I have the strength to get to my goal for my second powerlifting meet. I really want to make sure that I am practicing the skills necessary to set myself up with tight shoulders. And I just feel like I'm just starting to get to where I need to be. And it's such a slow process. Ever since that AC joint injury and then getting distracted with the CrossFit Open, it's been I kind of almost regret doing it, but live and learn. I guess it really didn't make a difference because I did hurt my shoulder, so I couldn't really do any heavy upper body in the first place. But I do 245 for 5 reps. Thought I'd get 6. I wasn't able to get 6, so I went down and went to 230 pounds for 2 more sets of 6. And then on that last set, I still wasn't able to do it correctly because I had to lift my hips off the ground. Here are some Rubish rows. This exercise I think has really helped me over the last 4 weeks in building on my upper back strength and just teaching me to be a little bit more aggressive from the pull of developing my lats and my upper middle back. Here I am with a belt with 255, and I've been messing around with different ways of doing this, pulling straight from the ground, really focusing on lowering it just a little bit slowly, because before I would pull to my chest or to my stomach and then I would just drop the weight, but now I kind of decelerate. I take advantage of the eccentric just a little bit, just so that I can feel my lats get targeted a little bit more or get stretched. And here is, I think, 235 with a Rubish row. And it says to do 3 sets of 6 for upper back exercise. I just kind of go until I can't go anymore. I pick a weight and I just keep pushing myself, because everything that you're trying to do when you're training for powerlifting is you're trying to get stronger, and you get stronger by challenging and pushing yourself. And I think one of the biggest tricks is when you're trying to build strength is that you kind of have to basically hold back a little bit. I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of how you train for yourself. You know, are you a type of person that just gives it all you got every single session to a point where you almost always hurt yourself once you get too strong? And I'm kind of the person that's a little bit more kind of conservative with my lifting. I want to make sure that my technique is fine. I pick the heaviest weight that I can maintain good, solid technical abilities, because ultimately what I want to do is I want to be able to have good setups, good shoulder strength, good tightness, just tight everything, and just really practice being able to be very methodical about all my movements, and basically because every set that I do, every working set that I do is sort of like a journal entry in my journal book in my brain, and it tells me how did that set go, did it move fast, did it move slow, was I squeezing the bar, was I tightening my core. I mean, all these little variables that kind of that sometimes we don't think about. And you know, when I train, this is what I think about, sometimes to a detriment to where it's sometimes very, very distracting. But I make sure that what I'm doing is carrying over to what I'm trying to get better at, which means progressively overload, increase my weight every single week. And that's what I want to do when I'm training. I want to make sure that, so this is what's good about not training too often, is that I'm able to realize if I'm getting stronger or if I'm not, because in that way I have some really solid foundations for basically where I'm at. That way it's not some random guessing. Oh, I don't know how I got strong. I know exactly how I got strong because I have my journal on photocracy. I have videos that I keep for myself to see kind of how my form is. And it gives me an idea of kind of my technique and just observing myself and coaching myself and me sharing my ideas with you. And here's what I realized when it comes to training is that if you're not following a program, you're probably a beginner. And you get strong on anything, and if you've been training for a long time and you don't really follow a good program, you either know your body really well and then you end up getting really strong and then you end up hurting yourself, or you're following a program and you're trying to make consistent gains week after week, because there's different types of strength. There's strength at 3 reps, there's strength at 1 rep, there's strength at 5 reps, and there's strength at 10 reps. You know, there's strength with a belt, strength without a belt, strength with knee wraps, strength with sleeves. And it's getting these ideas and understanding kind of like how they fit within your overall goal. And that's that's kind of how I view it, you know, because each time I'm wearing a belt, right, it's a different lift, and if I take the belt off, it's a different lift. So, and I guess more so with the technical lifts, like, I mean, with the power lifts, bench, squat, and deadlift. Not so much with rowing or pull-ups and stuff. But anyways, that's my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Click like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Leave a comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.